All right, good evening, everybody. Live from the John P. Boucher Field on the campus of Husson University. It is North Atlantic Conference Women's Lacrosse on this rainy and wet Thursday evening in Bangor, Maine. Tonight we feature the visiting Mariners and Maine Maritime Academy and the Husson University Eagles. The Mariners with a 5-6 overall record, 3-1 in conference play. The Eagles 0-7 overall, 0-3 in conference play. Alongside John Ray, I'm Ethan Snow. Last night we had the Mariners and the Eagles in men's lacrosse. Tonight we have them on the women's side as the draw control is away and it is picked up on the ground as Veet sends up on the ground. Gomez picks it up and we are underway on this Thursday night as Gomez finds far side. She finds Witten. That'll be Natalie Witten on the far side. Eagles still looking for their very first win of the season. It's going to be dumped up top of the arch to Veets. Veets decides to go near side. Gets that one over.
And Husson on the attack early here, and MMA is looking to keep them out of the middle.
Veets back up top. Ranges over far side. Gets it back over to Witten. These two teams have met once on the year already. A couple weeks back. You got to go back to March 30th, where MMA came away with a 20-3 victory down at Ritchie Field in Castine as Veets puts up the ground ball. Eagles still looking to strike first down in their attacking third. It's Veets. Crossfield far side. Gets it over to Witten. Witten ranging around. Gets it into the middle. Tried to find Gomez. She couldn't pick it up, and it's going to be picked up by Maine Maritime, and it's a turnover. Try to get it up into the neutral zone. Not able to track it down was Megan Wimpheimer. It's going to be picked up by Gabby Chambers.
High pressure up the field there from Husson, and they win the ball back.
And we have a Maritime foul at midfield. And a stoppage. Now we are back to play. Chambers has the ball knocked loose in the neutral zone. It's going to be picked up by Maine Maritime. With it for Maritime, there's Aubrey Mitchell. Mitchell's going to take it over to the near side. Pass middle, puts on a shot and a score. That one from number 19, Darby Sindoma. Being assisted by Aubrey Mitchell, and Maritime is on the board first. Comes with 13:06 to play in the opening quarter.
Maine Maritime on their first attack of the game, they get a goal quickly.
As we saw, Mitchell found Sindoma right in the middle. And it actually looks like they waved off the goal. And after all of that, it's going to be a Maine Maritime penalty by the looks. So after all that, Maritime's goal negated.
MMA yellow card issued to number 19, Darby Sindoma.
So instead of a goal, Sindoma ends up with a yellow card. And so we remain tied up 0-0. And we play on this Thursday night. As Husson will get ready to try to clear it out of their defending third. Setting it up, Cindy Heth tried to go to the far side to Marissa Adams. She couldn't handle. And Maritime will take over on the turnover on the far side of the field. We'll have it right in their attacking third. Way over to the far side of the field. It's Lily Cook. Cook ranges over back behind to Mitchell. Mitchell comes near side, just able to wrangle on the pass to Charlotte Rose. Rose tries to dump this into Amber Card. She puts on a shot that goes wide. Ground ball on the far side of the field. Picked up by Maine Maritime. And Maritime get a chance to reset. Beth Levy gives it up top to Card.
Husson looking very organized here defensively.
Husson trying to slow down this Maritime offense that put up 20 goals on her last time around. Card looks, but she'll dump it back up top. Gives it back over to Labby. Labby over on the far side, who's going to dump it down behind. Gets it off to Cook. Cook with it being closely guarded by Veets. Cook spin move, loses the handle. Ball on the ground, trying to be picked up by Maritime, and they do as Lily Cook picks it up. Cook into the middle, puts on a shot and a score from Beth Labby. And this time, Maritime's first goal is going to stand pending a stick check. And Maritime now has themselves a 1-0 lead with 11:43 to play in the first quarter.
Maine Maritime, they're very patient offensively, and they found the breakthrough.
So Maritime finds the net first after they had their first goal negated by penalty. That'll be Beth Labby.
MMA goal. Scorer number 10, Beth Labby. Assisted by number 4, Lily Cook.
So it is a 1-0 lead for Maritime. Be Labby's 14th goal of the season as we get ready for another draw control. It'll be Gomez in for the Eagles and Card in for the Mariners. Ball is up. It's going to be controlled by Husson. It's Viets who gets it off the draw control, and she's going to range over to the far side with it. Way over to the far side of the field. Is it dumped off to White? White tries to get it back to Viets. She can't handle. Trying to pick up the ground ball. We have a whistle and a foul against Maritime up top. So now Viets is going to have, looks like she will have a free position right outside of the arch. We'll have a shot clock reset that's coming into the game for the Mariners. Number 19, Darby Sindoma, after the yellow card. And shot clock gets the reset. 11:04 to play in this opening quarter. Viets will get ready to shoot on the draw control as they try to run down the shot clock when they need to go. They get it there. Now Viets with a free position, ranges over, is going to pass far side to Witten. Witten brings it back out. Pass down behind the net.
Husson trying to break through the middle here, as you see.
We have a pass near side. Mariner ends up going on the ground. And we have a whistle and a stoppage as Emma Romatizik had control of this one. And looks like she's going to have a free position. There's a foul against Maine Maritime. Husson with a chance to even the score. Romatizik drives in, puts on a shot, and she scores. Emma Romatizik on the free position ties the game at 1 with 10:39 to play in the opening quarter. And, John, a good response from the Eagles there as they got a much-needed goal.
Yeah, free position plays. There's always a lot of pressure and a lot of nerves, but she did very well handling herself and got a great shot on goal.
So we have ourselves a tie game very early on in the contest. 10:39 to play in the opening quarter. Romatizik gets her second goal of the year and ties the game at 1. Gomez and Card back in for the draw control. In a 1-1 contest. This one is up. It is going to be on the ground and picked up by Gomez. Gomez now will streak it back into the Eagles attacking third. Gomez takes it into the first arch. She'll bring it back out, give the Eagles offense a chance to set up. Pass up top to Viets.
Great job by Gomez. They're escaping the pressure and keeping possession for his team.
Viets goes far side to Witten. And we have another stoppage. And we have another free position by the looks of it coming for the Eagles. And after another Mariners foul. So it looks like it'll be Witten. Witten gets a pass into Viets. Viets on a shot, and she puts in a score. And a great play drawn up on the free position. Witten finds Viets, and the Eagles have the lead.
They pulled that off with such ease. They must have worked on that in practice.
Take another look at that one. As, of course, Witten looked to go, put on the brakes, and found Viets right in the middle, and she put it in the back of the net, got it by the Mariners goaltender,
Husson goal.
that being Charlotte Rose.
Assist on the play by number 14, Natalie
It's going to be Veets' 8th goal of the season. Natalie Witten on the assist. And the Eagles lead it 2-1 still very early on a couple of goals within less than a minute of each other. Get ready for another draw control. This one is up and right into the stick of Maddie Benoit. Benoit trying to spin move, trying to get around a couple of defenders. She loses the handle. It'll be a foul called against the Mariners. The Eagles will keep it.
Husson dominating possession here early on.
Benoit pass far side to Witten. Witten. Go up top to Veets. Veets will go near side to Romanizik. Romanizik will give it back up top to Veets. Eagles looking to strike again. Veets goes far side back to Witten. Witten can't handle the pass. She picks it up. She's not under any sort of pressure.
Maine Maritime keeping Husson on the outside there.
So Witten dumps it down behind the net over on the far side of the field. Take it down to 9:16 to play in the opening quarter. Tries to get a pass middle to Gomez. She can't handle. Runs into a little bit of traffic, but it's going to be picked up back up top by Veets. Veets going to go far side once again to Witten. Eagles with a chance to reset. Witten trying to get inside to Gomez. She couldn't track down the pass. It'll be a turnover against the Eagles. And the Mariners go back on the attack looking to clear.
Strong transition here from Maine Maritime.
Hazel Stoddard sends it up. Ground ball to the attacking third. It's going to be picked up by Olivia Harriman. Harriman's not going to take it herself. Right inside, trying to get it past middle. Couldn't be handled by Sendoma. Still a fight for it right down in front of the net. Ball's on the ground, going to be picked up again by Maritime, and they have a chance to reset things at the top of the arch. Going down behind, Card. Trying to get it past middle. That one can't be tracked down. Olivia Fay tried to get a hold of that one. She couldn't.
Maine Maritime looking a little bit dangerous here on this possession.
Emma White picks it up. Gonna dump it down back behind to Mitchell. Mitchell goes middle, and it's a Mariners turnover as Gomez comes away with the takeaway. She sends it up towards the middle of the field. Witten, pass was too strong for her. It's gonna be picked back up by Maritime. Now a fight for the loose ball at midfield. Once again picked up by Maritime. They get it across midfield. Now they try to send it in the attacking third. It's going to be picked up by Stoddard. Stoddard changes directions, comes back up top. Stoddard tries a spin move, falls to the ground, a whistle, and we're going to get a foul called against the Eagles.
A good chance for MMA to tie this thing right back up.
It'll be a free position attempt coming for Hazel Stoddard. Stoddard, her first year from Old Orchard Beach.
Leading the team with 54 goals this season.
Stoddard in, drives, puts on a shot. That one got blocked away, and the Eagles can try to clear. Stoddard slow to her feet. It's going to be picked up by Veets. Eagles will look to try to clear. Veets trying to send this one up to Witten. She gets it there, and Witten's going to take it across midfield into the attacking third. Witten to the far side.
Quick transition there from Husson.
Try to get this one into Gomez.
And almost led to a goal.
And there's a save made by Rose. And the Mariners will look to send it back up the field, which they do into the neutral zone. Give it to Harriman. Harriman changes directions, taking it to the attacking third, trying to make her way around Veets. Takes it inside the top arch, over to the near side of the net. Harriman with possession. Mariners down a goal, 2-1. Pass back down behind to Mitchell. Gets a pass over to Fay.
Husson looks to be playing more like a zone defense here rather than the traditional man-to-man.
Fay to Mitchell to Harriman. Harriman tried to get it middle to Card. She couldn't track it down. MMA has the position, and they will keep. Harriman back behind to Mitchell. Aubrey Mitchell takes it to the far side of the net. Tries to get it middle. Puts on a shot, and that's a score for Maine Maritime. And it looks like it's going to go to Darby Sendoma. And they ties the game at 2 goals apiece with 6:11 to play in the opening quarter.
Great move there by Sendoma to break free and score a goal.
Maritime set up a Maritime managed to set up the good play. And it ties the game at 2 goals apiece. Sedoma's sixth goal of the season. Aubrey Mitchell credited with the assist on the play. We get ready for another face-off. It'll be Gomez and Mitchell in for the draw control. Mitchell up. Ball on the ground, picked up by Maine Maritime. They take it right back into the attacking third. It's Stoddard. Stoddard in there, taking it herself, puts on a shot. That one goes wide. Harriman is there to pick it back up.
Maine Maritime wasting no time there.
Pass in the middle. Mitchell puts on a shot. That one goes high. Picked back up again by Maine Maritime. Still looking to take the lead back. Harriman. Pass down behind to Mitchell. Mitchell tries to get it up top. Ball on the ground. It's going to be picked up by Husson. Husson's going to try to clear. They try to get a pass out. And it's turned over. Here comes Sendoma again. To the near side. Pat gets a pass off to Harriman. Harriman tried to get one in the card, but it goes high. And we have a whistle, a stoppage, and a foul. And looks like it's going to go against Husson. He's going to set up a free position for Amber Card. Card with it. On the free position goes, puts on a shot. That one's blocked away. Ball on the ground, picked up by Sonoma.
Point blank save there from Godfrey. What a save.
And Maritime will get a chance to set this one up again. They get it to Card. Range around behind her is Stoddard. Card keeps, goes to the far side, gives it back over to Olivia Fay. Fay, pass down behind to Mitchell. Mitchell comes near side to Harriman. Harriman swings it back behind to Mitchell. Maritime taking their time, looking for the shot. Try to get middle to Sonoma, puts on a shot. That one's saved away, ball on the ground. Now in the air is picked back up by Emma White for Maritime. And the Mariners another chance to reset here. Now they give it back to Harriman near side. Tried to go middle to Card. She couldn't track it down. Ball loose on the ground. And we have ourselves a whistle and a foul against Maine Maritime. And Husson will look to try to clear.
Another great save by Godfrey. She's keeping them in the game right now.
Godfrey looking to keep the Eagles into it. We are tied up at 2 with ticking down to 4 minutes to play in this opening quarter. Here comes Gomez going up the field, trying to get it past midfield. Gets it to midfield and has it knocked loose at midfield, and it's going to be picked up by Mitchell with a foul called against Mitchell. Gomez tries to get it to Witten up top. Witten has one defender beat, looking to take it into the far side. Tries to get one into the middle to Booth. She couldn't track it down. It'll be an Eagles turnover, and here come the Mariners again.
Another quick transition from the Mariners. Let's see how it plays out.
Mariners looking to use their numbers advantage. Now they get it up top to Cook. Cook takes it himself, puts on a shot. That one blocked away. Rebound shot and a score from Beth Labby. And the Mariners have themselves a 3-2 lead after they stick with it on the rebound. And the Mariners have a 3-2 advantage.
And the momentum.
It was Sodoma on the goal. That's her second of the night, her 7th on the year. And the Maritime is back in front, 3-2. They opened up the scoring earlier on in the quarter. And the Eagles scored 2 straight to take a 2-1 lead, and now the Mariners have come right back, and they lead it 3-2. 3:28 to play in the opening quarter. Now back in for the draw control, it's Gomez and Mitchell. This one is in the air, on the ground. It is picked up by the Eagles. Benoit swings it up past midfield. It's going to be controlled by Witten. Witten takes it into the attacking third.
Witten just going to keep the ball here and let the team set up.
Looking to get her offense set up. Witten Up top to Viets. Viets looking to go near side, and she does. Finds Romanizik. Romanizik in, tries to get into Gomez, and we have ourselves a whistle and a foul called against the Mariners. And a free position is going to be coming for the Eagles. They scored on their last try. It'll be Gomez. .253 to play in the opening quarter.
If you're the Eagles, this is the player that you want with a free position this close to the goal.
Gomez with it. She takes it right in, puts on a shot and a score. Sophia Gomez ties the game again at 3 on another free position attempt for Husson. And we're all knotted up again with .250 to play in the first quarter.
And Sophia Gomez adding to her team leading tally with her 12th goal this season.
So the Eagles tie it up again at 3. Second time tonight, third time tonight we've been tied. Goal comes, .250 to go in the quarter. As we get ready for another draw position, it'll be Gomez and Mitchell in once again. The Eagles looking to try to switch the momentum in their direction. Looking for their first win of the year. This one is up, and it is going to be controlled on the ground by Medi Benoit very briefly. And now we have a whistle and another foul against the Mariners, and the Eagles will have possession. With it is Benoit. Swings it up the field, finds Witten. Now Witten looking to try to take it in the attacking third of Husson, which she does. Takes it over to the far side. And the Eagles will set up from there. Under 2.5 to play in the opening quarter. Viets up top. Gomez called for it, but she instead is going to find Romanizik near side. Romanizik's going to take a run at it. And we have ourselves a whistle. And another foul against the Mariners.
Well, this is the same exact play that Romanizik scored on last time, a free position from the left side.
And we have another free position attempt coming for Husson. 2:13 to play in the opening quarter. Romanizik will get ready. It looks like they're trying to run the shot clock down to the appropriate time. Romanizik will get ready. Trying to get the Eagles the lead right back. And here we come. Romanizik puts on a shot. That one off the side. That one touched some iron. Eagles get this one back. And they'll look to try to reset.
Mariners playing some tough defense here.
Gives it back up top to Viets. Viets goes to the far side. Finds Witten. Witten with it on the far side. Witten goes down behind the net. Eagles looking to try to set up a play. This one's going to be passed near side to Romanizik. Romanizik takes it in. Looking to take it herself, runs into a bunch of traffic, and we have ourselves another foul called against the Mariners. And it'll be another free position attempt coming for the Eagles. And Romanizik will have herself another free position attempt. 90 seconds to play in this opening quarter in a tie game, 3 goals apiece. Romanizik has it, takes it herself, puts on a shot. That one is in, and that is a score, and the Eagles have the lead back 4-3. And they've scored back-to-back goals as Romanizik finds the back of the net, and it puts the Eagles back on top.
Romanizik's second goal of the game and her third of the season.
Goal comes with a minute 27 to play in the opening quarter. And already the Eagles have surpassed the amount of goals they scored against Maritime the first meeting this season. Only managed 3, and now they've got 4 tonight. The first quarter of play. Looking to try to ride the momentum. Still a long way to go in this one. Back in for the draw control is Aubrey Mitchell and Sophia Gomez. Gomez and Mitchell. This one is up and is going to be on the ground and controlled by Maine Maritime. Mitchell picks it up. She's looking to take it in the attacking third, which she does. Trying to beat her defender.
Maine Maritime trying to tie this up before the quarter ends.
Mitchell will take it down behind the net. Shot clock is off. Mariners can run this down to the end of the quarter if they want to. Mitchell gives it off near side to Fay. Fay gives it back to Mitchell. Mitchell loses the handle, picks it back up. Under a minute to play. And Mitchell takes it in, and we have ourselves a whistle. And a foul going to come against the Eagles, and the Mariners will have a free position attempt. Aubrey Mitchell will have it. Mitchell with it, puts on a shot and a save made by Godfrey. Trying to pick this one up. It's loose on the ground. It heads back towards the end line. It's out. And looks like they're going to give it to the Eagles, taking down to 30 seconds to play. And the Eagles will look to try to clear out of the defending third. Kicking all the way down the side, running into a little bit of traffic. This one's knocked loose. Husson will keep. This one past middle, a little bit too strong for Booth. And now the ball loose on the ground, trying to be picked up by the Mariners, which they do. Sendoma, pass far side. This one going to be sent all the way down to the far end of the net as that time is going to tick down. And that is the end of the first quarter with the Eagles leading 4-3 over the Maine Maritime Academy Mariners. We'll be back in a couple minutes and we'll bring you the second quarter. You're watching Husson Women's Lacrosse on the Husson Eagles Sports Network.
I like about the school, the class sizes are smaller.
Making friends is easier here because of the fact that you are such a tight-knit community.
I was shooting around a basketball. That's how I met my first friend.
You meet a lot of new people from different areas of the world.
It was really cool.
All right, back here from Boucher Field on the campus of Husson University. It is Husson Women's Lacrosse leading Maine Maritime Academy 4-3 after one quarter of play on this wet and foggy Thursday night in Bangor. Alongside John Ray, I'm Ethan Snow. Getting ready for second quarter action. The winless Eagles looking for their first victory of the season over the 5-6 Mariners, 3-1 in conference play. As the opening draw control is won by the Eagles, now moving from left to right.
Well, the Mariners came into this game winning 5 of their last 6, but the Eagles so far have done a great job of controlling them.
So this will be brought near side to Natalie Witten. Witten gives it back up top to Viets. Viets goes far side to Romanizik. Romanizik looking for a way around the defense. She'll just dump it back up top to Viets. Viets goes near side to Witten. Eagles looking for their first 2-goal lead of the day. Witten tries to get this one in, and we have a whistle. And it looks like a foul is going to be called against the Mariners. And a free position will be coming for Natalie Witten. Witten, get ready to try to put her team up too. Witten has it. Puts on a shot. That one goes wide. Eagles pick it up back down behind the net. They'll have a chance to reset.
That would have been a great opportunity to start this quarter with some momentum.
Matizik up top to Viets. Viets with a nice spin move. Loses the handle. Puts on a shot. That one goes wide. Eagles gain it right back. And we have another whistle, another stoppage, and another foul. That was Maddie Benoit. And she will have herself a free position from the far side arch. On the far side, here comes Benoit. Benoit takes it in, puts on a shot, and she scores. Maddie Benoit puts the Eagles up 2. So far, their largest lead of the evening so far as we take another look right off the draw control.
Great job from Benoit there, just avoiding every Maine Maritime defender that came at her, and a great finish.
Beautiful shot from Benoit and a great finish. And it is 5-3 Husson, their largest lead of the evening so far. Largest lead for either side tonight. As we get ready for another draw control, it'll be Aubrey Mitchell and Sophia Gomez in. Gomez and Mitchell. Maritime won the first meeting of these two teams just a couple of weeks ago, 20-3.
But so far, this game has been all Husson.
After a back and forth first quarter, Husson is really looking to try to swing some momentum their way and keep it as here comes the Mariners into the attacking third. Hazel Stoddard, long pass down behind the net. Cross pass, a great point blank save made by Emily Godfrey.
She's had a couple of those tonight.
Godfrey so far looking good as she tried to get a pass back. This one might have been misplayed. This one's picked up. This one picked up by Viets, trying to break a double team and get it clear out of the defending third. She does. Goes up to midfield. Witten couldn't control, is turned over and picked up by Olivia Alejandro. Alejandro gives it to Harriman over on the far side. Harriman takes it to the attacking third. Harriman still with control. She finally loses the handle. And we have a foul called against Maine Maritime. It's Harriman called on the offensive foul. And we have another whistle called. And not sure what the discussion is, but it'll be Husson possession regardless, as it'll be Viets controlling. Husson will look to try to clear the defending third again. It'll be Viets. Trying to range around a couple Mariners defenders. She loses the handle. Going to their feet was Lily Cook. Stoddard picks it up off the turnover. Stoddard takes it in, and we have another stoppage. It'll be a free position coming from Maritime as Husson was called on a foul. It'll be Stoddard who will take the free position attempt for the Mariners.
Godfrey's been good tonight with these close-range shots, so we'll see how she does.
Stoddard with it, puts on a low shot. Another save made by Godfrey. Rebound picked up. Another shot. That one gets blocked away. And picked back up by Maritime. They'll have another chance at it, and a foul called on Benoit. This one passed back behind to Mitchell. Mitchell tries to go up top, puts on a shot, and that's a score from Beth Labby. And it is a good goal. And Beth Labby gets it back to within one. It is 5-4 now in favor of Husson.
Maine Maritime did great there getting in the middle.
So Maritime took a little while to get woken back up, but they finally respond to the back-to-back from Husson with 12:28 to play. As we get ready for another draw control in the middle, it'll be Gomez and Mitchell once again. In the air, and we're going to have a violation, and it's going to go against Maine Maritime. And Husson will have it. Benoit will takes it across midfield, sends it up top. Trying to find Witten. Witten picks it up on the ground, takes it to the near side. Witten.
Some great individual skill there by Witten getting away from those defenders.
Witten will let the offense set themselves up. Witten is going to go back up top to Viets. Viets try to get a pass into Gomez. It's blocked away. She picks it back up. Goes near side to Witten. Witten can't handle. She tries to pick up the ground ball. Ball still on the ground, and she finally picks it back up. Witten slows the tempo down just a bit.
Husson trying to bring players through the middle here.
Goes back behind to Benoit. And Benoit going to range behind the net, takes it to the far side. 40 seconds to shoot for Husson. This goes back up top to Romanizik. Romanizik's now going to go on a bit of a run. She scored a couple times tonight. Romanizik now goes back up top to Viets. Viets to the near side to Witten. Witten's going to go on a little bit of a run. Thought about shooting it, but ran into a bunch of traffic. She'll go back behind to Benoit. 17 seconds to shoot for Husson.
Maine Maritime making it very difficult for Husson to get in.
Benoit to Booth, puts on a shot. That one's blocked away by Rose, and it's going to be picked up by Mitchell. And Maritime will look to try to clear. Ball now loose on the ground, and it's going to be picked up by Gomez. And we have another whistle, another foul called against Maritime. Here comes Gomez right into the arch. Gomez gets bumped. It'll be another foul against the Mariners. And another free position coming for the Eagles. Gomez will take this one. Gomez with it. Takes it in. Puts in a shot, and she scores. And Sophia Gomez puts the Eagles back up by 2 with that score off the free position.
Great goal there from Gomez. Tough angle, and players coming at her from both sides, and she still managed to score.
And no, they're actually going to rule wave off the goal from Gomez. And we play on. It'll be a turnover against the Eagles, and Maritime looking to try to capitalize. We are still in a 5-4 game. Ball is loose. And after the scramble, it's going to be picked up by Husson. They'll go over to Witten.
Natalie Witten getting open on that right side a lot tonight.
And Witten will take it back to the near side. Under 10 minutes to play in this second quarter. And we have another stoppage on the plays. We have another issue with the shot clock by the looks of it. So another shot clock issue. As if we go think back to last night, John, we did have some issues with the shot clock last night as well. The damp conditions definitely not helping the situation any.
Last night they had to bring the shot clock actually in away from the rain.
And Now we're going to have a little discussion between one of the referees and one of the Maritime coaches. We're going to step aside for a couple minutes. We'll be right back on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. All right, so after that slight delay, we're getting ready to get back underway from the Boucher field. It'll be Natalie Witten with it for the Eagles, looking to try to extend their lead 5-4. And Witten goes up top to Viets. Viets, which makes a defender miss, takes it right in, and she's going to take it right back out. No shot attempt from Viets. Had to put a couple of moves in. Now they're trying to get this one out. This couldn't be controlled by Gomez. Ball loose on the ground. Beach tried to pick it up, but instead it's going to be picked up by Maritime. Emma White looks to take it across midfield. They do. Puts it into the stick of Sendoma. Sendoma trying to range this one over to Stoddard. She out of her reach, but it is picked up on the far side by Maritime. Looking to try to tie the game up. It's 5-4.
Maine Maritime looking patient here offensively.
Over to the far side, trying to get this one up to Sonoma, but instead it's going to be picked up by Amber Card. Card goes up top to the near side. Now back down behind the net. Maritime looking to try to tie the game back up. They've trailed by as much as 2 today. Looking to try to tie it up again. They try to go middle. That one just a little too strong. Ball back on the ground. It's picked up by Maritime. They have a chance to reset things. White with it. Another pass far side. White takes it down behind to Aubrey Mitchell. Mitchell going to take this one herself over to the front of the net. Takes it up top. Is going to dump this one off far side to White, and we have a whistle and a foul is going to be called against Husson. And a free position coming for the Mariners. And White dumps it down behind. Maritime now goes in, and we have another whistle and another foul called. And another free position by the looks of it is going to be coming for the Mariners.
Well, before Husson looked like they were playing a zone defense, but now it looks like they changed it to a man defense.
And instead, it's going to be a turnover against the Mariners. So the Eagles catch a good break. Now the officials are going to talk about it again. And all 3 officials are having a long conversation about it.
Husson looking to double their lead here.
Husson trying to go back up by 2 for the second time today. And still, and now we are ready to get back underway. It'll be Sydney Heth with it, looking to try to clear it up for Husson. Heth with it, trying to get it out of the attack to the defending third. She does. Finds Viets now up top. Viets to the far side, trying to find Witten. Witten now trying to pick up the ground ball. And Witten still trying to pick up the ground ball. It's on the ground, nearly out of play. And we have a whistle and a foul against Maine Maritime. Witten will pick it up. Witten goes up top to Viets. Viets ranges around. Viets to the far side. Takes it in. And now we have another whistle and another foul is going to go against the Mariners. And we have another free position attempt coming for the Eagles.
And that's how Romantic scored both of her goals tonight through free position, so we'll see if she can do it again.
Romatizik will take this one for the Eagles. 6:56 to play in the second quarter. Romatizik takes it herself, runs into some traffic. And we have another whistle and another foul, and another free position is going to be coming from Romatizik. Romatizik to the far side, takes it herself, takes it in, puts on a shot, and she scores. And no, instead they're going to wave it off. Goal is waved off, and the Eagles have another goal wiped off the board. And instead it'll be a turnover.
And that would have been her hat trick.
So, Mariners will look to try to clear. Pass near side. Trying to clear this one out is the Mariners. Wimpheimer finds Mitchell. Mitchell at half field. Changes directions. Now sends it up. Tried to find Sindoma. Ball back on the ground. Instead it's going to be picked up by Harriman to the far side. Harriman.
Husson's still organizing here defensively.
Harriman ranging down behind. Waiting for the Mariners to set up their offense. There's Mitchell. Mitchell swings it over to Fay. Fay trying to switch directions. Goes back to Mitchell. Mitchell. Crossfield back to Harriman. Harriman tried to get into the middle of Stoddard. And instead it's going to be a turnover and a foul called against Maritime. And the Eagles will look to try to clear, which they do. Veets trying to get it around.
Great pressure here from Maine Maritime, and they win the ball back.
Maritime keeps the pressure on. That's the turnover at midfield. Now they take it back into the attacking third. And a big check coming there as Sindoma goes to the ground. And a foul is going to go against Sydney Heth. It'll be a free position for the Mariners.
A big check there from Heth.
So the Mariners with a chance here to tie the contest. And here they come. Puts on a shot. Another save made by Godfrey.
And just another point-blank save from her tonight. She's had several of those.
Godfrey, so far, playing her best game of the year so far. As now it'll be the Eagles trying to send this one up. And a foul against Maritime. And the Eagles will gain it right back. Looking to try to strike again. They have a 1-goal lead. Just past the 5-minute remaining mark in this second quarter. Now the Mariners pick it back up.
Another neutral zone win for the Mariners on defense.
Card takes this one in, and we have another whistle and another stoppage. And another Eagles foul. It'll be a free position coming for Amber Card. Card with it. Loses the handle on the pass attempt, but she manages to pick it right back up. He goes to the far side, down behind to Fay. Fay ranges this one down behind the net to Harriman. Harriman's going to take it back up. Harriman gets into the middle to Sindoma. She loses the handle. It's going to be picked up by Fay. Under 4.5 to play in the second quarter. This one gets it back up to White. White takes it in, changes directions.
Eagles doing a good job defensively of keeping the Maritime players in front of them.
Now with it is Labby. Labby. Pass down behind, back to Mitchell. Mitchell tries to get this one into the middle, but it's going to be intercepted by Gomez, and now Gomez will look to clear. She finds Witten. Now the Eagles are going to try to make something happen in transition. Witten takes this one herself into the attacking third, but she brings it back out. It gives their offense a chance to set up.
Witten getting open yet again and letting her team set up.
Witten on the far side. Passes it up top to Veets. Veets goes far side to Romatizik.
Seems like Husson's doing a lot of this tonight. When the ball's on the far side, they all go to the far side when the ball's on the other side, and they try and get through the middle.
Romatizik goes down behind to Benoit. Benoit gives it back to Romatizik, far side. Eagles with a 1-goal lead, looking for more. Back up top to Veets.
Husson being patient with it here.
Veets goes to Witten. Witten will now make a run, but she's going to bring it back out, gets to the middle to Gomez. Gomez shot just goes wide. It'll stay with the Eagles. They had the position on the ball.
Well, right there, Wimpheimer, she went to Witten and it left Gomez all open in the middle.
Uses a chance to reset. They get it back up top. Here's Romanizik. Romanizik's going to jump it off near side back to Witten. Witten takes it in. Pass to Gomez again. Gomez with a shot. Save made by Rose. Ball on the ground and is picked up again by Rose. A good save there, point blank. She's going to try to clear this one out, which she does. And a ground ball is going to roll all the way at midfield and out of play. And I believe they called a foul against Husson, so they'll get a chance to clear this one back up from the circle. To get down to 2 minutes to play. Rose is going to go far side. Maritime now looking to send this one back up. Montana Carey nearly had the steal. She does get the steal. It's a turnover. Try to get a pass over to Romanzik, but she lost the handle. Ball on the ground is going to be picked up again by Carrier. Carrier gets knocked to the ground, and there's a foul against Maine Maritime. Now Carrier finds Romanzik.
Romanzik having a very good game so far.
Romanzik with it. Dumps it back up top of the beach, and the Eagles with a chance to set things up again. Beats near side to Witten. Witten drives, and we have another whistle and a foul against Maine Maritime, and a free position coming for Natalie Witten.
Good chance for Husson to get some momentum here going into the halftime break.
Comes with 1:11 seconds to play in the second quarter. Witten with it, sets up. Witten goes, puts on a shot. That one blocked away by Rose. Looking to try to keep things alive is Montana Carrier. She gathers it back up. Carrier will bring it back up top. She gives it back to Witten. Witten ranges over to the near side. Tries to get a pass into Gomez. Gomez couldn't control. And we have a ball on the ground, and it's going to be a foul against the Mariners. And a free position is going to be coming for Sofia Gomez. With 51 seconds to play in the half.
And this is exactly the player you want in this position.
Gomez in, puts on a shot, and she scores. Sofia Gomez on the free position gives the Eagles a 2-goal lead again at halftime. It is 6-4.
A routine finish for Husson's leading scorer.
So he's going to take another look with it. Gomez on the free position. Uncontested, went right after Rose and tucks it in the back of the net. So the Eagles finally get a goal to go their way. They've had a couple negated in this second quarter. And back in for the draw control, it'll be Gomez and Mitchell. 48 seconds to play. Eagles now with a 6-4 advantage.
Plenty of time to add to that lead, too, with 48 seconds left.
Eagles going to try to go up 3 before the half. Maritime looking to try to climb back into this one to either get it to 1 goal or tie it before the half. Draw control is going to be controlled by Maritime. And Stoddard's going to take it right into the attacking third, wasting no time. Takes it right inside the arches. She'll look to bring it back out. Tries to get a lob pass in, and it's right into the stick of Emily Godfrey, and a turnover for Maritime. Godfrey hanging on to it. Looks to pass, long range, far side. It could not be controlled out there. And a turnover for Husson. 16 seconds to count into play. This one sent in. One last chance coming from Maritime. Faye tries to get this one into Labby. Labby shot. That one blocked away. She gets the rebound, pass in front. Couldn't be controlled by White. White gives it back up. There's a shot from Mitchell. That one goes wide. And time expires. Maritime can't find the back of the net. And that's how the second quarter comes to an end. 6-4 is the Eagles' lead. We head into halftime. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll bring you second half action from Boucher Field. You're watching Husson Women's Lacrosse on the Husson Eagles Sports Network.
Tech careers start here. Extended reality, integrated technology, computer information systems, software development, web design and development. Learn to create innovative solutions with cutting-edge technology at Husson University.
Back here from the John P. Boucher Field on the campus of Husson University, getting ready for second half action of North Atlantic Conference women's lacrosse between the Eagles and the Mariners of Maine Maritime Academy. Alongside John Ray, I'm Ethan Snow. Eagles with a 6-4 lead after one half of play, having one of their best games of the season so far. We'll see if they can keep it up. Only other time this season they've scored more than 6 was against UMaine Farmington back on March 26 when they scored 9 goals in a 15-9 loss. They scored 6 goals in their last game against SUNY Canton just a few days ago at SUNY Canton. Sophia Gomez and Beth Labby in there for the draw control, and is won by the Mariners. And here they come looking to try to strike right back. And we have a whistle and a foul. And we have it'll be a free position coming for the Mariners.
Maine Maritime attacked quickly. They were trying to set the tone for the second half.
Mariners have only managed to notch 4 goals. They scored 20 in a 20-3 victory over Husson down in Castine a few weeks back, all the way back on March 30th. And now there'll be a free position coming for Hazel Stoddard. Stoddard with it. Drives, puts in a shot, and she scores and gets one past Emily Godfrey. And it's a 1-goal game once again. 6-5 is the lead. Maine Maritime, after a sluggish second quarter, gets on the board early.
Well, Godfrey's been good at dealing with those shots tonight, but unfortunately that one got by her.
So the Mariners get it back to within 1. Hazel Stoddard. Stoddard adds her first goal of the night, her 55th on the season, to make it 6-5 as we get ready to get back underway. In for the draw control, Gomez and Labby. Whistle is up. It is going to be on the ground and picked up by Hazel Stoddard. Stoddard looking to try to tally another goal. She spins around a couple of defenders, puts in a shot, and she scores. Hazel Stoddard, within about 8 seconds, ties the game at 6.
Oh, blink and you'll miss that one. That was a great individual play by Stoddard there.
Stoddard just taking matters into her own hands right there. Picks up her second goal of the night, number 56 on the season. And we're all tied up at 6, and we're not even 30 seconds into this thing. Into this third quarter. And we'll see if Maritime can keep the momentum up. It'll be Gomez and Labby in again for the draw control.
And Husson just needs to get some possession here, get some momentum going.
And here we go again. Maritime has scored twice from Hazel Stoddard, 27 seconds into this third quarter. Ball is up, and it is on the ground, and it is controlled by Husson, as Benoit is going to take this one. It's going to pass far side. Eagles just trying to get it into their half of the field, as it is going to be loose on the ground and turned over by Husson again. And here comes Maine Maritime, looking to take the lead right back.
Maine Maritime, they have numbers going forward here.
Pass to Mitchell, and we have another whistle. This one back at midfield. A foul on Husson. It'll stay with the Mariners. Mitchell. Pass near side over to Harriman. Harriman with it. Goes down behind the net, gives it back to Mitchell. Mitchell is going to go far side. Gives it to Cook. Cook back to Mitchell. Mitchell Swings it near side to Harriman. Harriman lost the handle briefly, but picks it back up, and now we have another whistle and a foul against the Eagles. And we'll have a free position coming for the Mariners. Harriman with it. Getting ready to fire on the free position. It is underway. Shot and scores. Olivia Harriman makes it 3 unanswered goals. Not even a full minute and a half into this third quarter, and the Mariners are back out front, 7-6.
Well, I'm not sure if Godfrey was expecting a low shot like that. She hasn't seen any of those tonight.
So Maritime has completely flipped the script to start this third quarter and have themselves a 7-6 advantage. 13:33 to play in this third quarter. Husson has started out flat. Still looking to try to respond. 3 unanswered from the Mariners. In for another draw control. Gomez and Labby. This one is up, and it is going to be controlled by Benoit of the Eagles, and they finally get it into their half of the field. Right? Crossfield gives it back to Gomez. Gomez trying to take it into the attacking third, but she loses the handle. It's going to be picked up by Maine Maritime. Maritime puts it in the stick of Harriman, and Harriman's got a lot of green grass in front of her. Tries to get it past Crossfield, and it's going to be knocked away on the ground. Picked back up by Sendoma. He puts it into the stick of Labby. Labby goes to the near side, Harriman. Harriman back behind the net to Mitchell. Mitchell tries to get this one up top to Card. It's going to be stolen away by Husson, and a foul against the Mariners. It'll be a turnover against Maine Maritime. And picked up by Gomez, looking to try to sling this one up the field. She does. Gives it to Natalie Witten, and Witten is off to the races, trying to get it into the attacking third, which she does. Husson into the attacking third for the first time this half. Witten changes directions. He's going to take it right down behind the net.
Witten's done a good job tonight about beating defenders 1v1.
This one will be dished up top. Romanizik.
Eagles finally with some possession here.
Gives it back to Witten, and the Eagles can set up their offenses for the first time in this second half. Witten dishes back up top to Viets. Viets goes inside to Gomez. She couldn't handle, but picking it up is Carrier. Carrier has to bring it up, and we have a whistle and a foul and a free position coming for Husson.
And Husson will try and tie the game right here.
Montana Carrier will take this one. Carrier, sophomore from Richmond, Rhode Island. She takes it, but she's going to dish it right back out, and Husson will get a chance to just reset their offense. Viets with it up top. Goes far side to Witten.
Maine Maritime doing a good job protecting that middle, and if you see Husson trying to really get in there.
Witten with it. Gives it back to Viets. Viets goes to Romanizik, and we have another whistle and a foul. And another free position is going to be coming for the Eagles. Romanizik's going to take this one. Once again, 11:28 to play in the third.
Going for a hat trick of goals here tonight for Romanizik.
Romanizik with it. Takes it in, puts in a shot, and she scores. And Romanizik adds another goal, her third of the evening, and we're tied back up at 7. And a much-needed goal for the Eagles after allowing 3 unanswered to start the half. Romanizik takes this one right in and gets it right past Rose. And then we are tied at 7. Still a long ways to go in this one. But we continue to go back and forth.
Lots of action here early on in the second half.
We continue to go back and forth on this damp and rainy Thursday night at Boucher Field. It'll be Aubrey Mitchell and Sophia Gomez back in for the draw control. This one is low in the air, on the ground, and picked up by Stoddard. The starter will take it in the attacking third of Maine Maritime. Started. Goes far side to Harriman, who nearly had herself a wide open shot if she could control. Gets it into the middle. Try to get it to Card. She can't handle. And it's eventually going to be tracked down by Sendoma. Sendoma with it up top. Goes over to the near side. Finds Harriman. Harriman. Back behind to Mitchell. Mitchell ranging over to the far side. Tries to beat the defender. Now it's going to be loose on the ground. A couple players fall to the ground. It's going to be a turnover and a foul against the Mariners, and the Eagles will try to clear.
Good job from the Eagles there, fending off a quick attack there from Maine Maritime.
And so the Eagles will get ready to take this one back over. Looking to try to further their response to the 3 unanswered goals to start the quarter from Maine Maritime. Here they go. They get it past the defending third. It's Benoit with it. Takes it into the center circle. Is going to go near side to Carrier. Now Carrier is going to be off to the races. Carrier flings it up the field, finds Gomez. Gomez takes it beyond the first arch. Gomez through a little bit of contact, still has the possession, and we have a whistle and a foul. And it's going to be a free position coming for Sofia Gomez.
Great team play there, getting forward for the Eagles.
And Gomez will have with a chance to put her team back up in front. She takes off with it, puts in a shot, and she scores. Sofia Gomez, the leading scorer on this Eagle squad, puts their team back in front 8-7 and make that 2 unanswered goals for the Eagles in the past couple of minutes.
Great composure from her in front of net with 2 people coming at her from both sides.
So we'll take another look at it. Gomez off the free position. Has it. Goes nearly untouched and fires it past Rose. And the Eagles have scored back-to-back, and they find themselves back up by a goal, 8-7. 9:50 to play in this third quarter. Still anybody's game at the moment. $9:50 to play. As it'll be Gomez and Mitchell back in for the draw control. This one is up in the air, and it's going to be taken by Maddie Benoit of this Eagles squad as they look to try to make it 3 unanswered. To the far side of the field.
Husson setting up here.
That's Witten with it. Ranges back down behind the net. Husson looking to add to their lead once again in this third quarter. This one. Pass near side to Romanizik. Romanizik brings it back out. Romanizik up top. Going to go far side over to Witten.
Maine Maritime doing a good job of keeping Husson out of the middle here.
Witten with it on the far side. Taking her time. Nearly lost the handle. She gathers it right back up. She's going to go to the far side again. Ranges over back behind the net. 8:45 to play in the third. Husson taking their time, not looking to rush anything. Here's Benoit. Goes through a little bit of contact, switches directions, goes in, loses the handle, goes to the ground hard. And we have a whistle, and a foul is going to be coming against the Mariners. It'll be a free position coming from Maddie Benoit. The Eagles will look to try to go up by 2. Here they go. Benoit takes it in, loses the handle. It's going to be picked up in a turnover against the Eagles. The Mariners looking to try to clear. This one swung up to midfield. It's going to be stolen away by Witten. She gathers it up, tries to beat Rose, puts in a shot. It's going to be saved by Rose. And the Mariners are going to look to try to bring it up the field, and we have a stoppage and a whistle. And Rose will fling it up the field. Will find White. Emma White was going to take it in the attacking third. Now she's going to try to dish this one over to Faye. Olivia Faye has a hard time handling, but she gathers it up, takes it to the near side. Faye will pass down behind the net. Maritime looking to try to tie the game again.
Husson looked to be back in his own defense here.
Ranges around. That's Lily Cook. Cook down behind. Over to the far side. Now she's going to try to pass middle. Ball loose in front. Can be taken away by Stoddard, and she shoots and she scores. Stoddard with a high shot. Gets it over the shoulder of Godfrey. And Maritime ties the game at 8 with 7:17 to play in this third quarter.
Stoddard, great anticipation of the loose ball there, and she had a great finish.
So Stoddard picked up the loose ball right in front on the run and just fires and finds the back of the net. Stoddard's 57th goal on the year and her third of the night. As we will get ready to get back to the action once again. With a 7:17 to play in this third quarter, and we are tied up at 8 goals apiece. As back in for the draw control, it'll be Gomez and Mitchell. This one is up over on the far side, and it's going to be picked up by Stoddard once again. She's going to take it all the way into the attacking third of Husson. A little bit of contact. She gets fouled. She'll return to her feet. Mariners will keep. Stoddard with it. Gets a pass up top. This one over to Labby. Labby changes directions, takes it to the near side. Little flick pass over to Cook. Cook back down behind. Cook with it. Ranges over, goes in, loses the handle. Ball's loose on the ground, still loose as it heads back out towards midfield. Maritime trying to smother this one up, in which they do. Dumped up top. Labby with it. Maritime trying to slow the tempo down just a tad. DeFay gives it back behind to Mitchell. Mitchell to the far side of the field. Back down behind. Mitchell tried to get a pass middle, and that was too strong. Ball loose on the ground, coming to the near sideline. It's going to be picked up by Montana Carrier. Turnover to the Mariners. Carrier loses the handle. Ball loose on the ground again. And we have a whistle. And a foul is going to be called against Montana Carrier. And the Mariners get it right back. It's a turnover for the Eagles. Here's Labby. Gives a pass down behind to Olivia Faye. Faye goes far side.
And the Mariners have had a lot of possession here in the third quarter.
To get down to 5:38 to go in the third quarter. This one dumped up top. In a fight for the loose ball, we have a whistle and a foul. And it's going to go against the Eagles. Foul goes against Maddie Benoit. And here comes the Mariners again, looking to try to circle this one around. Here's Mitchell. Down behind. Low pass to Cook. Cook lost the handle. Has to try to pick this one up again, and she does. Cook. Ranging back in. Goes with it up top. Cook still with the possession, trying to split a couple of defenders. She does, and we have a whistle and an offensive foul against Lily Cook.
Husson did a great job there fending off the Mariners' attack.
Great defensive effort there from the Eagles. It'll be a turnover, and they're going to take over. We're under 5 minutes to play in this third quarter, tied at 8 apiece. Here comes Husson looking to try to take it back into the attacking third. All the way down the far side of the field. And into that attacking third. It's Vietz. Gives it off to Romanczyk. Romanczyk trying to take it in, and through some contact and a whistle and a foul against the Mariners. And a free position will be coming for the Eagles.
Romatizik being very direct tonight, just running straight at the Mariners defense all night long.
And Romatizik has scored 3 goals tonight, all off of free positions. She's going to try another one here. This time she runs into a bunch of traffic. Has to pass it back out to Gomez. Gomez with it. Goes far side to Witten. Witten gives it up top to Viets. Viets with control, trying to range in, runs into a little bit of contact. They play on. Ball still loose on the ground. Picked up by Witten again. Witten now over on the far side. Witten now back down behind. In a tie game, 8-all, 3:45 to play in the third. Gets this one up top, a shot and a score! Abigail Booth is right there and puts the Eagles back on top by a goal with 3:41 to play.
A perfectly timed run there by Booth to get open and score.
And a beautiful play, a beautiful spot. Fires it past Rose. And the Eagles are back up by a goal again, and it's 9-8. And John, I think it is safe to say we have ourselves a ball game here tonight.
Yes, we do. The Mariners have really done a great job of fighting back this quarter, and Husson's also done a great job of scoring a couple goals.
So far, back and forth we go. No team has seemed to really got out to that big of an advantage. Husson has had the largest lead tonight, 2 goals. Mariners have had a 1-goal lead multiple occasions, and we have been tied multiple occasions. As we get ready for another draw control, it'll be Gomez and Mitchell. This one in the air is going to be picked up by Kira Magana. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell trying to find Stoddard. She does. Stoddard into the attacking third. Stoddard using that speed, trying to switch directions. One defender goes to her feet. That's far side. That's Harriman. Harriman goes down behind to Cook. Cook back behind to Mitchell. Mitchell up top to Harriman. Taking down the 3 minutes to play in the quarter. Harriman behind to Mitchell. Swings it back over to Cook.
Lots of patience here from the Mariners.
Cook with it. Cook gives it back to Mitchell. Maritime taking their time. They try to get one into the middle. Ball loose around.
And Maine Maritime almost broke through there.
Heth is in there for Husson trying to grab this one. Ball still loose and in play. Heth picks it up. It's a turnover from the Mariners. Now the Eagles are going to look to try to clear. Heth still with it. Still with it down, and she finally has that one knocked away, but the Eagles will keep. Heth picks it up. Fires middle of the field back to Gomez. Gomez to a wide open Witten on the far side. Here come the Eagles again, and we have ourselves a whistle. And a stoppage, and I believe we're going to have a yellow card against the Mariners bench on one of the coaches down there. As there was a little bit of a conversation early in the game, John, about one of the coaches down on the Mariners side.
And it looks to be happening again.
And it'll be number 10, Beth Labby, coming in. She will serve the yellow card penalty. It'll be 2-minute penalty. .209 to play in the quarter.
Husson with a narrow lead here.
With a 1-goal lead. Mist starting to pick up just ever so slightly here from Boucher Field. Hasn't really been much rain since earlier on this afternoon. More of a mist, but it has gotten a little bit heavier. As Viets takes control. Passes far side over to Witten. Witten with it. Husson looking to run out as much as they can. This will be a pass down behind. Ball is loose. It'll still be picked up by Husson. They'll keep possession. Down behind. Trying to find Gomez, who's open. And it's going to be turned over. Rose ended up tracking this one down, and the Mariners will look to try to clear. A little bit too strong of a pass. Ball's loose on the ground. There's a foot race for it. And It's going to be picked up by Sydney Heth. And the ball loose on the ground again, and it's once again picked up by the Eagles. Under 90 seconds to play in the quarter. This one sent up far side. Witten with it.
Husson setting up on the far side here, trying to run through the middle.
Husson looking to try to take a 2-goal lead once again. They're up by a goal, 9-8. Pass middle to Viets. Viets looking to get this one near side to Romanizik. Romanizik will bring it back out. Back up top to Viets, under a minute to play in the quarter. Viets.
Maine Maritime doing good on defense at fending off any runs that
Far
Husson
side to
players make.
Witten. Witten will bring it back out. Husson not trying to force anything. In the middle to Gomez. She can't handle. Ball is loose on the ground. It's going to be picked back up by Witten. Taking down the 30 seconds to play in the quarter. Witten. Up top to Viets. Gets it into gets it into Booth. Booth gets hit in the middle. We're going to have ourselves a stoppage and a foul against the Mariners, and the Eagles are going to have themselves a free position.
Nothing better you can ask for, a free position right before the end of the quarter.
This one is going to be taken by Abigail Booth. And will look to try to put her team up 2 goals right before the end of the third quarter. Booth with it, puts on a shot and a save made by Rose. And the Mariners look to clear. One last push coming from the Mariners. They get down to the final 10 seconds of the quarter. It's going to be turned over on the far side. Eagles come up with a steal. And the Eagles will look to try to make things happen. Kicking down the final seconds, 5 seconds left. And they're just going to range this one over. And we have ourselves a whistle and a stoppage with 3.6 seconds to play. So the Husson Eagles on the far side with 3.6 seconds to go in the quarter. Not a lot of time to make things happen. They'll go up top to Viets. Viets into the arch. And that is how the third quarter comes to an end. 9-8 is the score as we head to the final 15 minutes of play. Stick around, folks. You're not going to want to miss this one. You're watching Husson Women's Lacrosse on the Husson Eagles Sports Network.
I like about the school, the class sizes are smaller.
Making friends is easier here because of the fact that you are such a tight-knit community.
I was shooting around a basketball. That's how I met my first friend. It
You meet a lot of new people from different areas of the world.
was really cool.
All right, 45 minutes down, 15 minutes to go. With the Eagles up by 1 in this North Atlantic Conference women's lacrosse clash between the Mariners, the Maine Maritime Academy, and the Husson Eagles. Alongside John Ray, I'm Ethan Snow. Teams have switched directions as we get ready for the final 15 minutes. Back and forth we've gone in this game, John. After halftime, the Eagles held on to a goal advantage. The Mariners came out scoring 3 straight. Then the Eagles have come back and have scored 2 straight, and that's where we stand at 9-8. As it'll be Husson bring it over to the near side with Natalie Witten in control, looking to try to add to their lead. Pass down back behind to Benoit. Benoit ranges over to the far side of the net. She'll pass over far side. Bringing it back up top. Gives it off to Viets. Viets going to go near side to Witten. Husson taking their time. Gives it in the middle of Gomez. Gomez with a shot. Save made by Rose. And the Mariners will look to clear. Clear attempt way out of the reach. But it's going to land right into the stick of Lily Cook. And Lily Cook's going to take off to the races. 2-on-2 as they head down to the net. Cook looked for a line drive shot. Lost the handle. Back controlled by Harriman. She shoots and she scores. And a great goal in transition ties the game with 13:52 to play. And we are all tied up at 9.
An almost flawless transition there from the Mariners to tie this thing up early on in the fourth quarter.
With a clear that looked just to be a little bit too strong. Actually fell perfectly for the Mariners. As Cook picked it up. Lost the handle, but Harriman was right there to clean it up and put it in the back of the net. And we're all tied at 9. Harriman's 7th goal of the year. And it comes up pretty big right here as we're all tied up. Getting ready for another draw control. It'll be Mitchell and Gomez in. Draw control is up, and it's going to be on the ground and picked up by Husson. And Husson will look to try to respond back. It's Benoit on the far side. Going to range all the way down inside the arches, trying to beat a defender. She puts on a shot, and she scores! What a turn of events for Husson off the draw control. They take this one right in there, and they take the lead right back. It's now 10-9.
Husson showed some great mental strength tonight. Anytime Maine Maritime scores, they come right back and score a goal of their own.
Maddie Benoit taking matters into her own hands, caught the Mariners defense a little flat-footed, put on a score, and got it by Rose. And right back at it within about 10 seconds of the Mariners tying the game. The Eagles back in front, 10-9.
If the Eagles keep this up, they'll find themselves with their first win of the season.
Eagles came into the contest 0-7 overall on the year. They've played 3 conference games and have not won a conference game either. Looking for their first win of the season. And what would be an upset over the Maine Maritime Academy Mariners, who won the first meeting between these two teams 20-3 a few weeks back. Draw control going to be picked up by by Maine Maritime after the violation. And they're looking to try to respond again. Here's Labby. Pass far side. Gets it off to Harriman. She lost the handle, and we have ourselves a whistle and a foul. It'll be a free position coming for the Mariners. It'll be Harriman taking it. Olivia Harriman, she takes. Tries to avoid, puts on a shot. That one goes wide. And Maritime had the position, so they will keep. Under 13 minutes to play in this fourth quarter. Husson by a goal. Mitchell tries to get a pass. Middle too strong. Ball is loose on the ground, and we have another whistle and another foul. It's going to be against Chambers, as Hazel started a little slow to her feet, but she's back. And a yellow card is going to be called against Chambers. And that might be the advantage that the Mariners need. Dangerous contact from Chambers. And the Mariners will have a free position looking to try to tie. It is 10-9. Stoddard. The officials wait to get everybody set.
Eagles going to have to play some box and one defense here as they're a man down.
So Stoddard will have it. Still not quite ready to play yet. And here we go. Stoddard with it. Near side. Ranges over back up top, trying to beat an Eagles defender.
A pivotal moment here in the game for the Eagles defense. If they can fend off a man-up attack from the Mariners and maybe score a goal of their own, they can go on to win this thing.
Stoddard back in. Tries to get a pass way back behind. Over on the far side of the field. They'll go back to Mitchell. Mitchell will slowly swing around to the near side. Mitchell with it. There's a pass in to Labby. She puts on a line drive shot and she scores. And a beautifully set play for the Mariners ties the game at 10.
I think that might have been the fastest paced shot we've seen all night.
On a beautiful pass, Mitchell finds Labby right down the gut.
MMA goal scoring number 10, Beth Labby. Assisted on the play by number 15, Aubrey Mitchell.
Labby scores her 16th goal of the year. Aubrey Mitchell on the assist. And we're tied at 10 with just over 12 minutes to play. We continue to go back and forth on this Thursday night. Back in for the draw control, it'll be Gomez and Mitchell. We get ready to go. Mitchell and Gomez in. It is up, low line drive and loose on the ground, coming to the near side. Stoddard's going to pick it up for the Mariners. She takes it into the attacking third. Stoddard raising around a few Eagles defenders, takes it in, looks for a shot, doesn't quite have it. And we're going to have ourselves a whistle and a foul against Husson.
And she just willed her way forward there through the Eagles defense.
Stoddard, and another yellow card is going to be called against Husson. And it's going to be Devin Viets will come off. It'll be another player up for the Mariners. Now the Mariners. And now the Mariners will really look to try to take things in their own hands. Here's Stoddard, takes it right in, puts on a shot. That one knocked away. Mariners keep it. Try to get a pass middle. That one couldn't quite get there. It's going to be picked back up by the Mariners.
Mariners looking to reset here.
Sindoma gives it back to Labby. Labby to the far side over to Harriman. Harriman back behind to Mitchell. She couldn't control it. It goes out. That's going to be a turnover against the Mariners. And the Eagles are going to look to try to clear.
Potentially a missed opportunity there for the Mariners. A man up on offense.
A very much missed opportunity. Has a chance to really swing the momentum. And we have a whistle and a timeout called by Coach Dorian Gilmartin-Zitko of the Husson Eagles. With 11:17 to play in the fourth quarter. We're going to step aside as well, and we'll be back. You're watching Husson Women's Lacrosse on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. All right, back here from Boucher Field. Out of the timeout, Husson with possession. Gomez trying to range her way through a couple of defenders. Foul called against the Mariners, and she'll pick it right back up where she left off. Husson, and we are all tied at 10 in the fourth quarter on this Thursday evening. Gomez with it's going to try to take it in the middle of the field. She has it knocked away by Cook. Now trying to pick this one back up. Mariners still playing a man up after the penalty on Viets. And this one turned back over by the Eagles. Here comes Stoddard again. Stoddard ranges it into the arch, and we're going to have a whistle. And another foul called against Husson. Another free position coming for the Mariners is going to be taken by Stoddard. Stoddard with it. Ranges in, puts it in a shot, and she scores point blank past Godfrey. And the Mariners are back in front, 11-10 with 10:40 to play in this contest.
Still plenty of time for the Eagles to get back into this game, and it seems every time that Maine Maritime has scored this game, the Eagles have also scored themselves.
At no point in this game, John, does there seem like there's been any clear momentum for either side. When you think one team has really got it going their way, the other team comes right back and sets things back even. And that's really just been the case the entire night tonight. As we'll get ready once again, 10:40 to play. The Mariners back in front on goal number 58 for Hazel Stoddard on the year. As it'll be Mitchell and Gomez back in. This one is up low on the ground. Foot race for it. And it is going to be still on the ground, still trying to be picked up. With more contact, they play on. And it finally is going to be picked up by Husson, by Devin Viets. Viets loses the handle, but they're going to get a foul against Maine Maritime. Viets with it. Viets, pass across midfield, finds Maddie Benoit. Benoit going to take it to the near side. Takes it all the way back behind the net. Eagles are in no hurry, looking to try to set up a good shot. Going to be pass far side, finds Rometizik. Rometizik gets it in the Viets. Viets trying to run. Ooh, and heavy contact right in the middle of the circle. And Viets comes back to her feet. And it's going to be a foul against Maine Maritime and a free position coming for Husson.
And that was probably the roughest foul we've seen all night.
Absolutely. Viets returned to her feet quickly. She's ready to try to take the free position to try to tie this contest back up at 11. 9:41 to play in the fourth. Viets with it. Takes it in, puts on a shot. Good save made by Rose. And Mariners will look to clear.
Charlotte Rose is having a great game for the Mariners tonight.
Rose sends this one up. Mariners trying to get it back across midfield, which they do. Trying to take it all the way down to the attacking third and try to extend their lead. Mariners have had no more than a 1-goal lead tonight. Get it right down in the middle. Godfrey picks up the loose ball. So Godfrey sends this one to the far side. It can't be controlled. Nearly goes out of play, and it's going to be turned over on the far side. Harriman picks it up. Gives it back to Mitchell.
Maine Maritime looking to add to their lead here.
Mitchell takes it to the far side and then ranges down behind the net. 8:47 and counting to play. Mitchell with it. Mitchell tried to get one down past the defender, but it's going to be picked up by Godfrey. Emily Godfrey looking to try to clear this one up. Eagles down by a goal. Godfrey swings it up middle of the field. It's going to be try to be tracked down by Abigail Booth, but instead we're going to be picked up by the Mariners. Another turnover for Husson. Sindoma sends this one over to the far side, picked up by Labby. Labby ranges over behind the net. Trying to swing her way around, puts on a spin move, puts in a shot, that goes wide. It's going to be picked up on the near side by Fay. Mariners with a chance to reset, fires in the middle of the net. It's going to be picked up by Harriman. Harriman in the Labby in front, behind the back shot, and she scores. And the Mariners have their first multi-goal lead of the night. And it comes at a good time for Maine Maritime.
Great instinct and awareness there for that goal.
Take another look at this one. Labby got a pass right down the middle from Harriman. Went behind the back and gets that one behind by Godfrey. A great shot there from Labby.
A great goal off the bounce.
And 12-10 now the lead for Maine Maritime. Their first 2-goal lead of the night.
Husson, if they want to get back in this game, they need to do it soon.
Looks like Husson possibly starting to run out of gas. We approach the final minutes of this fourth quarter, 7:43 to play. Still plenty of time. Gomez and Mitchell in for the draw control once again. This one is up high in the air. Bounces near side and is going to be picked back up by Hazel Stoddard. Ball back on the ground and a fight for it is going to be picked back up once again by Stoddard. Stoddard takes this one into the attacking third. Stoddard gets this one, tries to get this one in. There's another shot. That one goes wide. That one is off the stick of Magana.
Momentum is definitely on the Mariners' side here, and if the Eagles don't respond quickly, the Mariners can run away with this game.
So the Mariners have possession and the lead. Cook with it, brings it over to the near side. Ranges over behind, pass to Mitchell. Mitchell goes to the far side, finds Fay. Fay tries to go middle, ball loose on the ground, and we have a whistle and a foul, and it's going to go against the Mariners, and it's a turnover. So Godfrey will look to try to clear. Eagles trying to get some momentum back. Godfrey slings this one up the middle of the field. It's going to be picked up by Stoddard. Godfrey didn't get that one as far up the field as he should. Instead, here comes Stoddard again. Stoddard puts on a shot and she scores. From the second arch, Stoddard puts one in, and the Mariners now up by 3. And for the first time tonight, John, one team has got a lot of momentum going their way.
Stoddard showed great confidence there, running through multiple people, having multiple people on her back while scoring that goal.
And you sense that the Eagles starting to fall to fatigue. No substitutes for this Eagles squad.
Definitely takes a toll on them.
And the Mariners with a 13-10 advantage. That's goal number 59 for Hazel Stoddard on the year. And it comes at a good time, as now with just under 6.5 to play, Mariners extend their largest lead of the night. It is up to 3. Mitchell and Gomez back in for another draw control. In the air, on the ground, far side, and taken once again by the Mariners. This time they're looking to take it back into the attacking third, which they do on the far side of the field. With it is Magana. Magana, far side. They're going to try to switch fields. Gives it off to Cook. Cook loses the handle. She picks it back up. Dumps it back over to Labby. Labby with it. Goes up top, tries to split a couple of defenders, and we have a whistle and a foul. That's going to go against the Eagles. Clock stops with 5:47 to play. In a free position coming for the Mariners, number 10, Beth Labby. Labby with a low shot on the ground, and she scores. That one past the ankles of Emily Godfrey, and the Mariners now lead it by 4.
A low shot there from Labby. What a finish.
And the Mariners now really starting to take that small amount of momentum and turn it into some big momentum as they've won the draw control on each of the last goals they've scored. has resulted in another score, 5:44 to play. And the Mariners have a 4-goal lead for the first time tonight. Gomez and Mitchell back in for the draw control. In the air, and ball back on the ground, and once again, still on the ground. There's a big scramble for it on the far side of the field. A Mariner goes to the ground. We have a whistle, and a foul is going to go against the Mariners, and the Eagles has the possession.
Finally, the Eagles get possession back. It seems like the last couple of minutes it's been all Maine Maritime.
Eagles with a chance to really start to try to shift momentum back into their direction, down by 4, their largest deficit of the evening.
Great control there by Benoit.
Benoit brings this one in, takes it inside the arch, and will range over behind the net, tries to get it middle. Abigail Booth couldn't quite do anything with it. She'll give it back to Benoit, and the Eagles will have a chance to reset, take it down under 5 minutes to play. Benoit down behind the net, long pass up top to Viets. Viets can barely handle. It's on the ground, and she manages to pick this one back up and keeps the opportunity alive for Husson. Tries to pass near side over to Witten. Witten's got to chase after it, which she does. Now she's going to head over to the far side. Witten back down behind to Benoit. Benoit to the far side. Benoit ranging around, runs into a little bit of resistance, tries to get a pass, is blocked away. Ball on the ground, it's an Eagles turnover, and the Mariners have it right back. Labby, pass across midfield, trying to find Harriman, who's going to try to chase this down on foot. It's a foot race all the way to the far sideline. Harriman picks it up, and is going to rule a turnover against Maine Maritime. Husson has it back, kicking down to 4 minutes to play. Husson in need of a goal. Try to get it back. Ball out of bounds again, and this time it goes back to the Mariners.
Even with 4 minutes left in the 4-goal lead, it does not look like the Mariners are taking their foot off the gas pedal here.
Mariners trying to put this team away for good. Olivia Alejandro finds Mitchell. Mitchell goes back to Labby. Labby still with it up top. Labby tries to put a spin move around her defender, switches directions again, goes back to her right. That should take it all the way to the far side. Pass to Harriman. Harriman try to get into a middle, but it's blocked away. She gathers it back up. Taking down to 3:15 to play. Labby now back with it. Pass back to Mitchell. Mariners seem to be in no hurry. Olivia Fay now with it. Gives it back to Mitchell. Mitchell goes far beside, back to Harriman. Harriman back to Mitchell. Mitchell up top to Labby. And we have a whistle and a foul against the Eagles, and a free position coming for Beth Labby with 2:43 to play. Labby with a chance to put her team up 5. Labby with it. Low shot on the ground. That one's blocked away by Godfrey. It ends up out of play. It'll stay with the Mariners. They had the position on the ball. 2.5 minutes to play.
The Mariners being smart here and just patient. No need to rush anything.
Mitchell gives it back to Fay. Fay back to Mitchell. Back up top to Labby. Labby swings it back to Olivia Fay. Fay to Mitchell. Taking down to 2 minutes to play. Mariners just trying to play keep away from this Eagles defense. They got to finally try to come out and pressure. Now they get it back up top to Emma White. White up top. Goes back to the near side. Finds Olivia Fay again. Fay back to Mitchell. Mitchell takes this one in, trying to wrap around. Takes it in the middle. Ball on the ground, and we have a whistle and a foul. And it goes against Husson, and another free position coming for the Mariners with 1:44 to play. It'll be Aubrey Mitchell. Aubrey Mitchell with a shot, and she scores.
And Maritime looks like they're running away with this one.
And that's a dagger. That's a dagger against this Eagles squad as Maritime extends their biggest lead of the day. It's now to 5, 15-10. And the Mariners can now start to smell victory on this Thursday night. After a back-and-forth affair the majority of the game, Maine Maritime, using a late-game surge, has put themselves up by 5 with 1:40 to play in the contest. It'll be Gomez and Mitchell back in for the draw control. Ball is up on the ground near side, and it's going to be picked up by Stoddard. Stoddard takes in the attacking third of Maine Maritime. Stoddard ranges it around over to the far side. And we have an Eagles foul on the play, and it'll be I believe they're going to mark it just outside the arch. That's where it started. We'll take it over. Pass into Mitchell. Mitchell couldn't control. Now we'll fight for it on the ground as we approach 1 minute to play in the half. Over on the far side. Gives it off to Aubrey Mitchell. Mitchell passes it near side over to Lily Cook. Mariners can just run the clock out now. Shot clock not a factor. Here's Cook. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell with it, gives it back to Cook. Cook nearly lost the handle, but no pressure. She gains it right back. And Cook runs into a little bit of contact. A whistle. It'll be an offensive foul against Lily Cook. And the Eagles, with 24 seconds to play, will look to range it up the field. Here's Viets. Runs into a little bit of contact and another foul against the Mariners. Viets across midfield.
And maybe one last attack here for the Eagles.
Eagles one last chance to try to cut into the deficit. Here's Viets into the top of the arch. Try to get a pass into Booth, but it goes high. Trying to get a pass back into Booth. Couldn't be controlled. And time expires, and that will do it as the Maine Maritime Academy Mariners, in a back-and-forth affair for majority of the contest, use a 5-goal surge late in this one. And they take a 15-10 victory over the Husson Eagles. Mariners move to 6-6 overall on the year, 4-1 in conference play. Of the Eagles come up short of their first win of the season. They fall to 0-8 and 0-4 in North Atlantic Conference play. John, Eagles really played the best game of the season tonight, but I believe of course as they played, no substitutes on the team. I think fatigue probably just eventually fell in for them.
It definitely was a factor. It was 10-10 with about 7 minutes left, and the Mariners scored 5 unanswered down the stretch.
So the Mariners will look ahead to their next game as we are down to just the final handful of games on the season. They're going to be hosting SUNY Poly. That'll be next Saturday, the 23rd at 2 p.m. And then they will look to finish up the season at home versus Cazenovia the following day on the 24th. The Eagles will be hosting Cazenovia on the 23rd and then Poly on the 24th for their remaining schedule, still in search of their first win of the season. One final time, 15-10, the final score. The Mariners victorious over the Husson University Eagles. From John Ray, I'm Ethan Snow. Have a great rest of your Thursday night. This has been Husson Women's Lacrosse.